Hey guys, welcome to my channel Graphics Lab Diary, and today I'm going to show you how to make a stranger animation on Filmora. You can make this animation on any software because the principles are completely same. You can make it on Filmora Pro, KineMaster or any other software that you use. So here I have already created my video, so I'm just going to go through it how to make it. I will not be able to create a live video because my computer RAM is not that great and it will not be able to do screen recording if I go from the live. So I have turned off the view icon on all the above panels, and only view icon is enabled on that green screen. As you can see in this video track number 1, the green track is enabled. So I have also enabled the track number 2, that is this blue element which is here. So you can see this blue element moving across the screen from bottom right to upper left in a diagonal manner. So this is done by a keyframe. You can see a small arrow here on this timeline. So it is a keyframe here. So basically I will tell you how to put this keyframe. So you can move that arrow across the screen here. So in this section I will tell you how to add this keyframe. Just double click on that blue icon on that blue element on this video track number 2, and you will see a new panel is opened here. In this, go to animation, then go to customize. Here you can see the keyframe panel from where you can add the keyframe. So one thing that you have to keep in mind while adding keyframe is basically adding 2 points from point A to B and just giving a motion element to that shape, right? So what you need to do is you have to move from the end towards the beginning. You have to start from the end, like what end results look like, then you need to go backwards towards the beginning. So here I'm just going to show you how to add this keyframe. I'm just creating the dummy element, so from where I can tell you very easily how to add this keyframe. So I'm just adding a new video track and I will add a random element to it, and you will get an idea how to add a keyframe. Now I am going to the sample colors and I am taking a rectangle element, and as you can see I am compressing this rectangular element into a smaller rectangle or like a line segment. And one of the things I would like to warn you is not to use scale option in animation customize. You need to compress it by going to an image tab, not to animation tab. Now as you can see I have just created a dummy white color element, and I'm compressing it by going to image tab, and I've scaled it lower bit, and I am making it like a smaller rectangle so I can show you how to keyframe it here on this green screen. And so I'm just adjusting it parallel to that blue color rectangular element, and once I place it properly I'm going to keyframe it. So just let's fast forward the process. Okay, so now I have adjusted the white panel here, and as you can see I'm at the end of the that clip element in the timeline, and I have positioned it on the topmost top left corner. You can see small white color icon is there, so I have placed it there. So that is my end key point frame here, and now I have came to the starting of the clip here, and I'm going to position a white rectangle at the right hand bottom side. So let me place it there, and once I place it and I will play it, it will move from the bottom right to the top left. So that will be the motion. So I have showed you how to keyframe an element. So now I've deleted that dummy white element and I'm back to my original timeline that I've created, and I have turned on the eye icon on the third video track, as you can see, and I'm going to play the timeline here, and you can see two blue color rectangles which are moving from bottom right to upwards top left. I think due to poor frame per second of the screen, I'm not getting a smooth rendering. So guys, but don't worry, I will put the smooth clip by the end of the video so you can preview it. But right now you just have to understand the concept here, that how to put the keyframes here. So it is very easy. You just copy the below blue color track towards upwards, and you just need to place it little bit or few frames forward so you can get a smooth rendering movement from bottom right towards top left. Now in the fourth panel you can see now there's a black screen which is following that two blue color rectangles. So again you have to do the same steps here, same repetition steps. Only changes, you have to create a bigger rectangle and you have to create a white screen. Now guys, fast forwarding it, I have left one track which I will explain later, and let's move towards another blue screen which is being followed by black screen. So I have just duplicated the first and the second track again over the black color screen track. So you just need to duplicate it over there, same thing will happen and it will follow the black screen. So guys, now I am enabling the fourth track, I guess, which is the logo track here, and as you can see the logo is visible here. So I have put a dissolve transition in the front of the logo, so when the blue icons move away and the black rectangles will start to appear, so you will get a nice dissolve look. And at the end I have put the flash icon, so when the black rectangle is going to end up, so you will get a little bit of flashlight there. And so just that's it, it's very simple. And I've also created a separate video for the how to create this logo tutorial. I've created a separate video which I will also add up in the link here down. So guys, once the transition is completed, I am going to put it over the video, so see how it looks. So this is a video which I have taken from pexels.com and I have placed the transition video over it. So I'm going to show you how the video looks. So here it goes like this.